Hi everybody, it's Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor, and today I want to talk about a topic that I get asked all the time, especially from people that are moving into York or South Central PA area from out of state or even within Pennsylvania from out of the area. So today's video is going to be pretty much, is it safe to live in or move to York, Pennsylvania? So the reason I wanted to make this video is because there is a very common misconception about York. A lot of people look up, is it safe to live in York or should I move to York? They get very interesting results. There is something online when you look up York because we have something weird here, kind of like Harrisburg. Just like Harrisburg, York has a city, but it also has a county. Harrisburg is in Dauphin County, so that's a little bit different, but with York, you've got York City and you've got York County. Where I'm filming this video in my house is York County, but I am about half an hour away from York City, so it's a completely different area. So when people look up York, it typically brings them to York City. And just like many other cities, you're going to have more population and potentially an even higher crime rate within the city versus the county or outside of the city. And within York City, you do have some great, nice areas. As a realtor, I will say I'm not able to say if an area is safe or anything like that just because it goes against our licensing regulations, since something safe to me might be different for safety to you. You might look at it as, hey, no crimes committed in the past 20 years. I might look at it as no crimes committed in the past 20 minutes. And I don't want you to get the expectation that York is having crimes every 20 minutes or anything like that, but I just wanted to talk about the differences of York because, again, so many people are asking, is it worth it? I see so many things online about the school districts or crime or anything like that. And while yes, technically York City does have a bit of a higher crime rate than York County itself, there's still areas that a lot of my clients love there and that they continue to move to. So I don't want you to just read all of the bad information about York itself or, oh my gosh, is York super dangerous? What I like to say is I have a lot of clients that move there and refuse to leave the area because they love it. So yes, there's going to be bad streets or there's going to be neighborhoods that maybe you don't want to live on, but York City is not like York County. So what I want to do next, and keeping this video a bit short, is just pull up a map of York County or the general area of York County and show you guys the different areas and really how big York County is. York County has some of the higher ranked school districts in Pennsylvania, especially South Central Pennsylvania. It's very confusing when you're looking it up and getting all of these different opinions and things from news or websites about what areas of York County you should live in or move to or consider or avoid. So I wanted to show you the breakdown, kind of go over where some of the different school districts are and some areas that are a bit more popular than others. Now, again, just like most cities, you're going to have areas within York that, especially in the city, you've got cheaper properties. It's because there's more people, you don't have as much room, there's more traffic, so you don't have that huge yard in some of those York City areas. So I wanted to show you some of the different school districts, neighborhoods, where people are really filing into, and where some of the prices maybe are a bit lower or a bit higher, and what that looks like. So now we're going to cut to me pulling up the map, and before we get into that, if you guys are looking to buy a home anywhere in South Central PA, I run a team based out of that area, so feel free to go to Collinboyer.net. We would be happy to help you in South Central PA and Northern Maryland personally, and if you're looking somewhere else, we have great agents all across the country that we would be happy to connect you with. So go on there, schedule a time to chat with me. All of my contact information will be within the description of this video and on the website. So look forward to connecting with you, and let's pull up the map. All right, so here we are pulling up the map, and let me get this into our Google, or our Zoom here rather. All right, so here we are on the map. Let's zoom out a little bit and get us closer to York County. So here we are. If we're in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania is here. Here you can see Harrisburg, and you can see York. This is going right into Maryland. So as we zoom into York, you're going to realize this place is really, really big. So where I am filming this video, I'm up about here, and this is still York County. So getting into Lewisberry, Newberrytown, that is still York, and York is going to follow from there right along the water, going pretty much the whole way down into Maryland area, looping right back around and wrapping up between the cutoff some point here. It's obviously hard to tell because I'm not on a county map, but here we are looking at close to where York ends, loops back around. So you are at that whole south central Pennsylvania part where it's huge. It follows the Susquehanna River. 83 just rips right through it and goes down into Maryland, and then we shoot up right up to Harrisburg. So if you're looking right in the center here is about where we are for York City. So we zoom in and you can see all of the city here going over to the fairgrounds, and I know this is going to be a bit tough to tell if you're not from the area, but here we are. And then as we get over to here, which is West York, we're getting outside of the city into West York Borough, and then we continue over to West York area here. And then getting over to East York is where 30 is going to take us to start getting over into Lancaster. But our city area is very small. It's not near what you would expect. It's a very, very slim percentage and chunk out of York County itself. And it's split up into Southern York as you're getting down to Maryland, Western York as you're getting into West York and going over to Hanover, East York as you're going to East York, if you haven't got that by this time, and starting to head over into Lancaster. A lot of folks that work in Lancaster commute there, or commute from there. And then we get into Northern York, which is Manchester area, even part of the West Shore Redland school districts, like where my house is located at. So York County is very, very big. And now let's pull it up to York County School District map. Okay. So here is a bit of, let's see if we can pull this up and get a better idea. So here we are looking at the map of York itself. So now we are looking at, and it might look a little strange, but here's the top of York, West Shore Schools, and we're getting down into Southern York County here. So right as we look, if we can find it, it's just a bit hard to tell for some reason. Struggling to find York City within here, but York City is going to be around here. And as you spread out, you've got a ton of different school districts. Getting over to the western side, we've got the Hanover schools, and I want to show you some of the very, very high demand popular school districts that people are looking to get into. That's going to be York Suburban. So York Suburban, it's very, very close to the hospital. You've got a lot of higher end communities there, and you've also got some of your regular communities there. And then you have also got Dallastown. Dallastown is a very popular school district because it's ranked higher than a lot in the area. And then West Shore is also very popular as well, and the reason is it's not a York County school, but it's still within York County, technically a Cumberland County school district, so it's ranked pretty high, and your school taxes are a bit less. Now, when you're looking within York, your school taxes are going to vary a ton. So York City's got higher taxes, Suburban has got higher taxes with a potential tax hike coming soon. There are so many different options within York. So the reason I wanted to make this video is to kind of show that it's very different from just a city. So if you're looking it up online, you might struggle to get true answers on what areas are areas you might want to live in. So I recommend you going and just looking up the different school districts and even spread it out. Go to Dauphin County, Adams County, Cumberland, look in Lancaster if your price can, go up to that, because Lancaster is a bit more expensive. But look around. A lot of these school districts are ranked relatively high for the area. Some you might find are a bit lower, but York has a lot of options. So don't just think you're looking in the city. You've got to think of that whole South Central PA option and just take a look. It's never bad to see what would be the best for you and your family. And again, if we can help with you guys getting into this area, feel free to reach out to us. We would be happy to have a conversation and walk you through what areas of York you might like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.